here's our review for the for voting method theory test. We're going to start out with the algebra stuff. So the algebra stuff is essentially this: 4 minus 11 equals 25. I'm adding 11 to both sides. 4x equals 36. I divide by 4, I divide by 4, and my x equals 9. Second one, same deal. I'm going to add 17 to both sides. My 5x equals now 35. And I divide by 5, I divide by 5, and my x equals 7. And these can be checked very quickly. 4 times 9 is 36, 36 minus 11 is 25. 5 times 7 is 35, 35 minus 17 is 18. So I know I must be. Okay, here we have to distribute a little bit first. 6 plus 12x minus 8. You notice the 4 goes to both terms in the parentheses, but nothing else. Plus 6x equals 15x plus 4. My advice, combine like terms before you move forward. 18x minus 2. 6x and 12x is 18x. 6 and 8 is 6 and negative 8 is negative 2 equals 15x plus 4. Notice when we combine like terms, I'm not adding 8 to the other side. Signs don't switch when you're on the same side of the equal sign. Signs only switch now when I'm going to the other side. I'm going to add 2 to both sides. I'm going to subtract 15x on both sides. And I'm left with 3x equals 6. We divide 3, and my x equals 2. And you can plug that in. 3 times 2 is 6, minus 2 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. 6 times 2 is 12. So 6 plus 16 is 22. 22 and 12 is 34. 15 times 2 is 30, plus 4 is 34. You can check all of your work here. Here we're going to distribute the 4 to both terms. 20x plus 4 plus 3x. We're going to distribute the 4 to both terms here. 16x minus 8 plus 5. I'm going to combine like terms. Okay, so 20x and 3x is 23x plus 4. Of course, this got cut off. 16x, negative 8, and plus 5 is a minus 3. I'm going to subtract 16x on both sides. I'm going to subtract 4 on both sides. And I'm left with 7x equals a negative 7. Divide by 7, divide by 7. And yes, you absolutely can get a negative for an answer. All right, now here there's multiple ways to do it. I'm going to show one way. If you like your way better and you get the same answer, that's fine with me. I'm going to be consistent in my approach in terms of I'm always going to get rid of the denominator. When there's only one denominator of the problem, like it is here or here, it's pretty basic. We're going to multiply everything through by that denominator. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 1 times 4 is 4. So we get 4x. 3 divided by 1, because there's an imaginary 1 under here, is 3 times 4 is 12. And 3 divided by 1 is 3. 3 times 16 is 48. If you don't want to put the imaginary 1 under there, that's fine. That's not going to affect me in any way in how I approach it. And now it's a simple single variable equation with no fractions. We subtract 12. 4x equals 36. It's actually very similar to the previous problem. And x equals 9. The second one, now that our fraction is negative, we've got to remember when a fraction is negative, if you have to put the negative somewhere, the negative should go in the numerator. That denominator we always treat as a positive. So I'll multiply through by 2, not negative 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 times negative 7 is negative 7x. It's imperative that negative stays there. 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. And 2 times negative 25 is negative 50. Here I'm going to add 8 to both sides. My negative 7x equals negative 42. We divide by negative 7. We divide by negative 7. And I end up with an x equals. Okay, when there are two fractions, okay, we can't just multiply through by a denominator. We need the lowest common number that both denominators go into. In this case, we have the numbers 5 and 2. 2 does not go into 5. So my next multiple of 5 is 10. 2 does go into 10 evenly. So 10 is my best option. It's not my only option, but it's by far my best option. 10 divided by 5 is 2. 2 times 4 is 8. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 5 times 3 is 15. And 10 times 4 is 40. We're going to subtract 15 on both sides. 8x equals 25. I'm going to divide by 8 on both sides, and x equals 25 over 8. When there's 3 denominators, I got to get a number that 3 going to. I like to start with the highest number, 6. 3 goes into 6, I'm good. 4 doesn't, so that's no good then. So what's the next multiple of 6? 12. 3 goes into 12, yes. 4 goes into 12, yes. So 12 is my best option. 12 divided by 6 is 2. 2 times 5 is 10. 12 divided by 3 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. 12 divided by 4 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. And once I'm here, it's a pretty basic algebra 1 equation. We're going to add 16 to both sides. 10x equals 25. I'm going to divide both sides by 10. And I want to be in the habit of reducing that answer. 25 over 10, the better answer is 5 over 2. So if you can reduce, you reduce. Alright, so for this vote, we're using the 4 voting methods. The first method is pretty basic. Plurality. P wins with a score of 14. I cannot stress this enough. You have to put the winning score down in each problem. Okay? Plurality's winner is P because it has the most first place votes, and that's all we're doing it off of. That's it. Okay? The border count is the one that's going to take a little time. I'm going to start with H. H has 12 first place votes. H has 8 second place votes. H has 0 third place votes. H has 10 fourth place votes. And H has 27 fifth place votes for a score of 203. If I go to P, P has 14 first place votes. P has 10 second place votes. P has 13 third place votes. P has 20 fourth place votes. And P has 0 fifth place votes. And that total score is 153. As I come to S, 13 first place votes. 12 second place votes, 24 third place votes, 0 fourth place votes, and 8 fifth place votes, and that score is 149. For I, 10 first place votes, 13 second place votes, 20 third place votes, 14 fourth place votes, and 0 fifth place votes gives me a score of 152. And finally, C, 8 first place votes, 14 second place votes, 0 third place votes, 13 fourth place votes, 22 fifth place votes. Score of 198. So our winner there, it's the lowest score, S with 149. In terms of how I'm getting those votes, H had 12 first place votes. H has 8 second place votes right there. H never comes in third. That's where the 0 times third place votes comes in. H has 10 fourth place votes, and H is in last in the 14 and 13 columns. So to mine, it's 27 fifth place votes. For P, 14 first, comes in second in the 10 column, comes in third in the 13 column, comes in fourth in the 12 and the 8 column, and then 0 fifth place votes. And if you're adding across, 12 and 14 is 26. 26 and 13 is 39. 39 and 10 is 49. 49 and 8 is 57. You should be getting 57 votes every single time. So 12 and 8 is 20. 20 and 10 is 30. 30 and 27 is 57. I probably didn't miss anything. You can also count down. 8 and 10 is 18, and 12 is 30. 30 and 13 is 43, and 14 is 27. 0 and 13 is 13. 13 and 24 is 37, and 20 is 57, and 0 is 57. So you can count straight up and down. Make sure you have 57 first, second, third, fourth, and fifth place votes. You can also go across. With runoff, I'm taking the top 2 first place vote getters. In this case, it's P is 14 and S is 13. And I'm crossing out everything else. So H, I, and C disappear. H, I, C, H, I, C, H, I, C, H, I, C, H, I, C. S gets these 12 votes. S gets the, oh no, P gets these votes, S keeps it. So P keeps its first place votes, S keeps its first place votes. Here, P gets these 10 votes. And P gets these 8 votes. So it's a score of 32 to 25. So my runoff winner is P with the score of 32. Runoff elimination, we write them all down. H is at 12, P is at 14, S is at 13, I is at 10, and C is at 8. And we cross out one at a time. The lowest first place vote getter is C. So I eliminate the C's. And those 8 votes go to H. I redistribute right away. So H is no longer 12, it's at 20. I is now the lowest first place vote getter, so I gets eliminated. Those votes go to P. I goes away, P's next. P is at 10, it's at 24. So now H is at 20, P is at 24, and S is at 13. So now S gets eliminated. S's 13 votes would have went to I, but it got eliminated. So those 13 votes go to P. And in this case, my winner by runoff elimination is P with a final score of 37. All right, so when we get the same winner for runoff and runoff elimination, we do get a different winning score.